Welcome students. Welcome to the lecture series on oscillation. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about force vibration. So introduction to force vibration, the mathematical treatment means the differential equation of force vibration, solution of it, and the velocity expression in case of force vibration. So let us start. So the question arises, why do you need force vibration? Where do you stand now? So in your ideal case, you have simple harmonic motion where your amplitudes are constant and your oscillation is sustained for an infinite time span. There is no decay. But you know that that is the ideal case. For in practical case, you get damped oscillation, because in practical case you have the opposing force or the retarding force. It will decay the amplitude. So for the damped oscillation case, the amplitude decays with time, and after some time your oscillation ceases. So if your requirement is to get a sustained oscillation, your practical case of damped oscillation will not help. You need something extra. So if a body starts oscillating, after some time, due to retarding force, it will stop. It will definitely stop, because there will always be a retarding force or always be a opposing force. So what is the way out? How to solve this problem? Now you remember, for damped oscillation, the energy decays with time. So if somehow you supply external energy to the system so that the total energy is conserved, so you will get a sustained oscillation. So you have to apply some external force to give external energy to the system to have sustained oscillation. So you have to supply external energy to the system so that you have sustained oscillation. So it means you have to give external force. That's why it is called forced vibration or forced oscillation, because you are giving a external force to the system. So what will be the differential equation? Now you remember the differential equation for damped oscillation. Then you have to add a extra force term to the differential equation of damped vibration. So this was the differential equation for your damped oscillation. Now you add a external force term to it, F cos omega t. This F cos omega t is called the driving force. Now you have to remember that this driving force may be any function of time, any function of t. So it may be F sin omega t. So cos omega t and sin omega t both are equally good to solve a force vibration or to have a differential equation of force vibration. Now you have to solve this. Now you remember our first two lecture on how to solve differential equation or second order differential equation. If you follow the same rules to solve the differential equation, you get the solution as x equal to this, or you can write this x as f by omega zm cos omega t minus phi, where zm is the impedance and given by this, and tan phi is given by this, where phi is the phase difference between your displacement x and your force x. Now I have said that your force may be in terms of sine also. So your solution may be in terms of sine also. So in terms of sine, your solution will be this. Again, you can write it as f by omega zm sine omega t minus phi. So this is the solution of differential equation of force vibration, and this is the particular solution or particular integral. Okay. So I think you remember what was our particular integral or particular solution. Okay. So what does it represent? So this is actually a solution for force vibration of a particle in steady state, and it shows that the particle is vibrating with a constant amplitude f by omega zm and the frequency same as that of the impressed force F, but it lagged behind an angle phi. Now we have only got the particular integral or particular solution, so we have to get the complementary function to have the general solution. So for complementary function, you have to put 0 in the right hand side. Then that differential equation will become same as the differential equation for damped oscillation, for low damping case. Okay, so it will be the solution for low damping case. So it will be your complementary function solution. So your general solution will be addition of these two. This is your complementary function and this is your particular integral. So this will be your general solution for force vibration. So if anybody asks you for the general solution of force vibration, you have to write this whole term. Now we have to calculate the velocity for force vibration. So we will write the differential equation for force vibration in terms of velocity. How? We can replace the displacement x as integration v prime dt, the dx dt term as v prime, and the acceleration term as dv prime dt. Now we write this equation in complex form like this. Here v is complex and we have taken a force like f cos omega t plus I f sin omega t, so that I can write f e to the power j omega t, where this j is the root over -1, your complex number. Okay, so this v, remember this v is your complex. So to solve this, you take the trial solution as v equal to v0 e to the power j omega t. So the solution becomes this. You calculate dv dt, integration v dt from here, you replace this and on that equation and you get v as this, where tan theta is given by this term. So what will be the final solution? So the real part of that solution will be your final solution. So the real part is given by this cos function, and you can write it as f by zm cos omega t minus theta, but where your phi is 90 degree minus theta. So this is the relative phase difference between your velocity and the force and the displacement terms. Okay. So what we have learned today? We have given the introduction to force vibration, the mathematical treatment of it, solution of force vibration, and the velocity in case of force vibration. Okay.